Good morning or good evening. Welcome to live number 2 from China. I wanted to start this yesterday because it was January 8th at 8 AM, and 8 is like a lucky number here in China. Um, and so it didn't quite work, but I guess it's January 8th for you all, and today it's still January 8th. So it still counts. So yeah, good morning and like thank you for being here. I'm learning as I go. So, some tech hiccups yesterday. But yeah, today I can see the chat and I'm gonna try sharing some pictures and videos for you all. So um yeah, I think a couple of things. One is as I was on my walk this morning, I was thinking about it's interesting having just this YouTube live happening. I think about what is interesting to share and um, where do I begin and how much do I share and things like that. And I really do want to um, challenge myself to be, as authentic as I can be and honest and everything. I think one of the things I was thinking about is one of the reasons I struggle with making videos in general is that, and certainly going live or doing public speaking, is that I do have a neuro divergent brain. I don't have an official diagnosis, but I have been thoroughly tested and everything. And one of the one of the things that they have named or seen is that my executive functioning can go along quite well, and then if I get stressed or if I get shocked or if I'm super tired or whatever, if I just kind of get thrown off track, it doesn't just kind of decline. It like falls off a cliff. And so that can happen and it can obviously be very uncomfortable if I'm doing something public. So even if I'm in a team meeting or something and I get put on the spot with a question, sometimes I freeze and that can be very embarrassing or whatever. So the idea of doing this YouTube live um, is, very intimidating in that sense. But at the same time, I feel it's kind of freeing because I can't help it. So it will be what it's going to be. um, and so that was one thing I was thinking about is just, I want to acknowledge that I'm doing this, that it's a hard thing for me, and that, um, I may have those moments where I freeze or something, and we'll just have to deal with that. um, The other thing I was thinking about was, like, the structure of this. I had originally thought I would do, like, daily rotations, and I had my themes, and each day I would have a theme. So I'd have travel, and then I'd have art, and then I'd have business building, then I'd have health and wellness, and including healthcare stuff, and then I'd have a free-for-all, 5 days. And then I thought, "Oh, maybe that's too, like, all over the map. Maybe I need to, um, like, a weekly theme so that it's a little bit more, cohesive." Um, but on my walk today, I was like, I really think the daily rotation feels good because that's how my brain works, like I like the idea of having like a day that's an art day. Like today is going to be an art day for me. I really want to spend some time giving myself free time to just do art, to play, to maybe go visit an art museum here in Hangzhou and um, yeah, just explore some ideas that I've been thinking about and allowing that for myself for today. And I like the idea of having kind of daily themes in my life, so I thought that's good for the YouTube. So that's my thought. I'm gonna go back to the daily structure. So today, Friday, would be my free for all day, which kind of, well, I guess it's Thursday for you. So I guess this would be Thursday, which would be health and wellness, but I didn't really work on that. So today will just have to be introduction and free for all. Um, but yeah, starting next week, I will try to follow like the 5 days. And I thought then that way, if somebody's interested in a particular topic, they can know like, okay, I'm interested in the Tuesdays and just have Tuesdays on the calendar and not have all of them. So that's my thought. open to suggestions, though, if y'all prefer something else. Um, so, okay, I think today what I was thinking about is sharing just a little bit more about where I am in the journey here as far as coming to China. And let me just make sure that I'm doing this correctly. Make sure I'm good here. Okay. Um, so, like, I'm here in the city of Hangzhou right now, and it's a beautiful city. It's one of my favorite cities, and I'm so, so grateful to have the opportunity to spend more time here. Um, but I have been here now for 5 months in China. So and I know it's still unfolding, in real time. Um, so I just wanna kind of bring y'all up to speed if you haven't been up if I haven't been keeping you up to date, which just probably haven't because I haven't been doing a good job. So, um, when I first arrived, the first thing I did is I went to a kung fu school, and that school is amazing. It's kung fu, but it's broad. It's the broad definition of kung fu, and so it's like it's not just the martial arts, like fighting kung fu. It's the health version of kung fu. So it includes tai chi, it includes qigong, it includes traditional Chinese medicine, includes breathing techniques, culture, all of that. And the teacher at the school that I chose is incredible. So I feel really lucky that I picked that school. Um, and I was there for 4 months. The initial period when I first arrived, I was very depleted, and I had been working hard. Obviously, I'd been working hard this year trying to figure out what I was doing. I had been traveling, I'd been exploring. I had to make arrangements to get here. I had to rent my house back in North Carolina. I had to, just figure out my work situation, wind down client work, etc. So there had been a lot going on. And so when I arrived at the school, I was quite depleted. I mean, I knew I was depleted, but I don't think I realized how depleted I was. And, but then getting there and being in this like healing environment, this quiet environment, it's in the Shandong province, which is, in kind of halfway between Beijing and Shanghai, kind of. And it's known for being the center of the foundation of a lot of martial arts. And um, the center itself, the school itself, is right at the base of a very beautiful mountain called Tianmeng Mountain, Tianmeng Shan. And so it's a beautiful environment. And so, it's kind of country. It's more country, it's more rural, and and it allows for a lot of processing to occur. And so I did a lot of processing in the first month of arriving in China, and just kind of like, whoa, what have I done? What am I doing? Just healing my body. I lost weight in that first month, and yeah, just I think getting more calibrated. I think I was really needing calibration. And then I started to do more and actually learn more of the practices after that first month. I couldn't do much in the first month because my brain was really fried. So I mean, I couldn't remember the routines. I couldn't remember the movements. I mean, it was really not very effective. And luckily, the teacher and all of the other students were just so kind and supportive and non-judgmental, and everybody was so understanding. And so if I needed to take breaks, I did. And if I, got, was tired or got pissy or something, everybody was just kind of like, everybody understood. And, it was really wonderful. And so I just, again, really think it's a wonderful, if anybody needs a place to go to work on health, to recalibrate, to just step outside of your world completely and do something else, I highly recommend um, studying qigong. I think it's a really great practice. So qigong, just in case I can talk more about this, and I guess today, since it's supposed to be health, it makes sense. Qigong is like the energy side of kung fu. So it's qi is energy, and um, you have energy in your denchen, which is like your lower belly area, and as you work on these exercises, you are, these the slow tai chi movements and things like that that you see people doing. It is about breathing and meditation and concentration, but it's also about this energy and building this energy in your body. And then eventually, if you get advanced, you can control the energy and move it around in your body in ways that you need it. Or like in Kung Fu, you would use that energy in your fighting. Um, so so that's what I was doing. And I really liked it because it also is very simple in that I think it would be a really good addition to anybody's self-care or caregiving routine. It's something that older folks can do, even people with mobility issues. There's lots of different um, tools and techniques in Qigong that I think are very applicable. So I will, I was learning that for myself, but I was also learning that to share with others, and I will do so in some of the health videos. So that was kind of what I was focusing on. I was really focusing on, calibrating, getting here to China, settling in, thinking about what I was doing here, like, oh my gosh, what am I actually doing? And working on my health, improving my health. Um, and yeah, that was it, really. So then as I felt stronger, and I really was continuing to feel very much enthralled with China and wanting to spend more time here, I started to look for ways that I could extend my time. So I am currently here on a student visa, and the student visa is for 6 months. So that would be July through January. And I can extend the student visa. I can extend it for another 6 months or 3 months or whatever. But the restriction with the student visa, the one thing that I wanted to try to figure out is that I can't leave China. I can't do any trips. And I do want to visit other countries in Asia. I do want to see Thailand. I want to go back to I've been to Thailand, but I want to go back now. I haven't been there recently. I want to go back now and visit it again. I want to go to Vietnam. I'd like to go to Malaysia. I want to visit these places as well, just so that I know, like, how I feel there. Are they places that I might also consider? I don't know. Maybe I would like to be there, live there at some point. And I can't do that on a student visa. I can't leave China. I mean, I can leave China, but then I can't get back in because my student visa is no longer valid, right? I'd have to get another one. So if I want to do that, if I want to be able to leave China, I either would need to get a different tourist visa, which I can do, and I should have done before I came, but I didn't realize that, or I could get a work visa. And so I happen to have met an amazing entrepreneur here who runs an after-school English program, and I really liked him, and I thought it sounded really interesting, and so I came and I visited him here. It's in Hangzhou, and we chatted more, and he said he would be interested to have me work with him, and he could give me a work visa. And I said I would be very interested to work with him, and would love that. And so that's what I'm in process of doing right now, is getting a work visa with the after school program here in Hangzhou. And then I will start working with them, teaching English to kids in the after school program. and I don't know, doing whatever I can to help them in whatever way I can, and live here in Hangzhou for a little bit. So it's a very different. This will be a very different phase that I'm moving into, and I don't know how it's going to be yet. I will be in a new place. I will have a job. I will be, meeting new people. Like, it'll be a very different life than what I was having at Kung Fu. At the Kung Fu Center, everything was, structured, easy. The community was built in there, and the teacher was there, and the schedule for the day was there, and the food was prepared for you, and it was very, very easy to just live, drop in, and not worry about anything. Here, it's more adulting. I have to get an apartment. I'll have to get a bank account. I have to make my friends. I have to figure out what I'm doing every day. I have to, etc. But I'm excited. Yay! I'm super excited. And oh my gosh, this is running so long. But one of the reasons I'm so excited is because Hangzhou is so beautiful. So that's what I wanted to share today. I just wanted to share a little bit about Hangzhou to give you a sense of why I am so in love with this country. So many of you probably know that I am a morning person, meaning like I love to get up at like 4 a.m. Like, I love it. Don't always make it at 4, but I love getting up at 4 and going out and taking a walk early in the morning is the best way to start my day. I try to do it every morning before breakfast, to take a walk outside. And when I was at the Kung Fu Center, I got to walk up the mountain, which is really fun. But here I just walk around the city. Here in Hangzhou, it's a big city. I don't know what the population is here. I think I said 30 million the other day. Hangzhou population. No, 12 million. Only 12 million. So, yeah, but it's a big city, and it has this beautiful lake that's quite famous called West Lake, and it's old. So anyway, I just want to share a little video of that. If I can bring it up real quickly. Window, Hangzhou West Lake, share. I just did this, so hopefully it'll load. It's playing really little. Come on. Shoot. Okay, let's try something else. Stop sharing. We try again. Share. Window. Just did this. Hangzhou West Lake. Oh, maybe I need to then go. Oh, here, maybe I need to make it big from here. There we go. Is that working? No, it's still not working. You're not seeing it big. Darn it. Okay, hold on. One more try. What if I just do this? There we go. Right, now are you seeing it big? Yeah. This is the lake. I mean, it's just idyllic. And this is at 7:30 in the morning. It wasn't today. This was in like November. And then if I want to share something else, close that window. I was going to show you, like, again, one of the things why I love this so much. I guess I could also do the entire screen, but it's that, they're the ladies doing. This is at 7:30 in the morning. Oh, shoot. I'm coming back to see what you're seeing, and you're not seeing it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let me go back. Stop sharing. Share window. There you go. Oh, that was very quick. show this other one of a woman that was doing a sword dance. And again, this is at 7:30 in the morning, so I just was like, "These are my people. They're up, they're dressed, they're doing sword dances by the lake at 7:30 in the morning." So the idea that I could come here in the morning and, like, do this with them is so it's just so beautiful to me, and they were so kind, like, they allowed me to join in. There were some ladies who were doing some tai chi, and I kind of recognized some of the movements. I didn't know all of it, but I was able to join in. It was just at the end, but they allowed me to kind of join in with them, then they took a picture with them, and it was really sweet. Um, but I mean, it's beautiful, right? Just watching this makes me feel good. So beautiful. And even the music, like this background music is what's playing at the park. Maybe maybe she's playing it. I don't know. I don't remember where that was coming from, but yeah. So so that was just, and also that lake, there's like a pier close to where I was filming there. It might be right there actually. That's called the Imperial Pier, and it dates back to like 900 AD. And emperors and emperors' wives would embark onto their boat from that pier and go onto the lake. And so I just find that really refreshing, and like, not refreshing, what's the word? It's like enriching, I guess, to be somewhere that's so connected to history. I I know that people here, it's so common, like, it's, like, not a big deal, like, 900 isn't even that old, I mean, they have things that are 900 BC here, like 980, like, whatever, that's, like, recent time. But, for me, coming from such a young country, um, that's a real perspective shift. I mean, there are trees here that are 2,000 years old, and you can touch them, like, and I think there's also a respect here of that continuity. Um, they protect the trees, for example, like they value the trees here and they build around them. Um, and so I think that I feel like I need that, and I want to, yeah, drink that in. That's being here and part of this ancient culture, and um, so much to learn there. But yeah. So anyway, I'm waffling. All right, let me go back to my notes. Yeah, I guess I have traveled and seen other cities in China, particularly when Theo was here. We did quite a bit of traveling, and um, I enjoyed that. But I really feel like for me, I am enjoying the most is just being here in China. I love just being here and meeting the people, and I really want to learn the language so that I can talk to them, although we have good apps now that we can texting chat, but it would be really lovely to be able to talk, and I hope my brain can do it. But even so, just connecting with the people, I feel like there's a lot of connection that can happen even without language, and I love it. I love it. I love the people. So just walking around is really meaningful for me. Not rushing to see everything, I guess is the point. Okay. So, and I don't think I must have not done something right, because I don't think anyone joined on this one. So something was wrong, maybe. But I, um, if you do watch the replay, feel free to like say hi in the comments and do, like and follow if you want to be updated, and add any suggestions if you want to ask something specific, or if you have thought about the structure that I'm doing. Um, Feel free to say that in the comments or send me a message. And I think that's it. I will wrap this up and really appreciate you being here. And thanks for watching. And I will be here again tomorrow at 8 a.m. my time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Pacific time. And I hope to see you there. Thanks for joining. Bye.